Hey guys, just wanted to take the opportunity. Thought it'd be fun for us to get together and just discuss a little bit about from our beginnings, where things started. So first off, what was the vision for the company?
Well, I think when we started, early on, it was all about, first and foremost, building the team. Yeah, I think, that initial team, which is still largely intact today, I think, over 200 years of experience.
It seems like we all came from larger companies. They did some things well, they did some things not so well, but we had a good DNA mix as we started to build out our team from different manufacturers. We took the best of the best and made it our own, which has become Alliance and created a unique culture.
Well, I think the name, Alliance is kind of a little bit self-explanatory, and we liked it that way. And first and foremost, we mentioned the team. How are we in alignment and in alliance with our team members, creating that great culture? Second, we wanted to strategically select the best dealer partners and be aligned with those dealers. And if you think about our business model, one brand per price point and one dealer per market, we've done that. And we only have, 225 dealer partners in North America. So we're certainly aligned there. Third, we wanted to be aligned with our vendor partners. And those vendor pieces that we have in all of our RVs are so important for quality, craftsmanship, and longevity of the product. And we've done that too with our vendors. Yeah, I think you think of the name Alliance, and I look back and it's like, there's no other name that was possible, right? It was always meant to be an alliance. And I think, like Coley said, it kind of summarizes really our business. We want to be in alliance with all the main constituents. And I think we've done that in the 6 years that we've been operating.
It's not just a name that we thought sounded cool. It meant something. And again, our product's the same thing the way we design them. It means something when we make decisions.
Correct.
So core value number one, relentless improvement. It's a huge statement. But tell me, what do you think it looks like when it's in action at Alliance RV?
There's always something to improve. There's always some way to be better. And it was something that we wanted to have in our DNA and the culture of our team, is that we always want to just strive to be the best. And relentless improvement is one of those core values that we, identified early on, and truly something that we do every day.
One thing we become known for is not waiting for model change to make all the changes. Going, hey, this is a better way to do something, but we're going to wait 6, 8, 10 months to do this. We do make some changes on the fly that can be done. If there's a better way to do it, doesn't mean it's a quality issue. We don't wait. We make our product better every single day.
We're not one of these big OEMs out there that you have to cut through a bunch of red tape to get something done. Like you said, we go to the shows, we hear something, and we're back on Monday or Tuesday in the plants, and we're making the change.
So I believe we have this in our DNA of our culture, but how do you guys feel? How do we keep that mindset with our team? What do we do on a daily basis to make sure that they know they have the autonomy to make these changes?
Yeah, and I think, back to our overlying core value of do the right thing. And, I think everybody innately knows what's the right thing to do every day. And when you think about improving and quality and doing the little things right, those are things that we've talked about as a team. When we get together as groups, we talk about it, and that's what translates into the finished product. And we empower our team at the end of the day. That's what's most important, to empower those team members to relentlessly improve and deliver the best.
I can speak to that firsthand, as far as we've hired great people, and you let us do our jobs, and it's amazing how we've seen some people thrive that may have otherwise at another company, just in the middle of the pack, weren't thriving, but you come here, let them do what you pay them to do, and you see some amazing things.
Right, and I think it's part of the culture, right? It's, our team members, they feel valued, they feel appreciated, and they feel empowered. If they see something, they're not just sitting on their hands, because they may not care. They do care here, right? And they're quick to speak up.
Core value number two, devoted to relationships. Why is relationship building so important?
It's a relationship-driven business. We're talking to customers. We're talking to these people every single day. And I think it's relationships that drive our industry and builds that trust to deliver the best possible product when it comes to features and content and ultimately quality.
I couldn't agree more. It's from the service side, building that relationship. When we talk to a customer, they're not talking to Alliance, some big company. They're talking to a person. That's what we really strive for. That's why I put my name out on Facebook. We have dozens of our employees putting their names out on Facebook. Hey, I work for Alliance. They're not afraid to say they work for us, knowing that a customer may call them out on it.
We owe it to them to provide the best possible ownership experience and communicate with them and service their coach if and when a need is to arise.
Our third core value, customer obsessed. What does this really mean beyond just good customer service?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I'm certainly proud of is, it's easy to really be obsessed, early on when you don't have a lot of RVs in the field, but, fast forward to today, 6 years in, and I think we've maintained that as part of our identity, and it's in large part to the investments that you and your team have made, and even the infrastructure investments that we've made, that we're able to deliver still today that high level ownership experience that we did early on.
One thing I think that we've done very neat as a company is we've removed the silos. So many businesses have service and there's kind of walls that get put up and they butt heads with sales. But I can't tell you how many times here a salesperson has taken that call from a retail customer after the sale. Generally their job's done and most manufacturers would pawn that up. But we just have that hand-in-hand relationship with the plant. It's the same way with PDI and quality. Just those walls seem to be down very low, and we can all work together, and man, it's fantastic when you're all rowing in the same direction.
It's true if you think about it, with all the hats that we all wear, and one day we might be spend some of our time on service, the next day we're all in on product, another day we're reviewing financial statements, then we're looking at new buildings. It's ever evolving, and that's what I love about our company is all the different avenues we can go down when we comes to our day-to-day work.
Okay, so let's talk about the big one here, our mission statement.
Yeah, I think early on we're like, is that mission statement overly generic, right? Is it boring? And there was some lively discussion, I think, in the room, right, amongst us, and should it be more profound or deeper? And I think we all as a group came to the conclusion that no, it doesn't. I think, keep it simple, stupid, right? What's the mission? To do the right thing. And at the end of the day, when you're evaluating a decision or how you treat a team member or a dealer partner or a supplier partner, or most importantly, an end retail customer, if you enter into that interaction with that guiding principle of do the right thing, we think the outcome's going to be positive, right? And so, we as an independent manufacturer, we don't, manage to the month or the quarter or the year even. We're looking 5, 10, 15, 20 years out, and we strive every single day to do the right thing, to position our team and this company to be successful over the long term. Yeah, it's something we talk about often. To Ryan's point, it is fairly straightforward and simple, but it's something that we all can identify with. And our team now is up to 875 people, so we're a pretty large organization. But what's great about it is that everybody knows that these boards are in our factories, they're in our corporate office. And at the end of the day, it's great to see everybody rowing the boat in the same direction, to do the right thing and live those 3 core values.
As simple as that phrase is, if we can get customers to believe that we are working to do that, and I believe we do that on a daily basis, that's what really makes us stand out. Is it could just be a few words on paper. Right. We don't let it be that. It is what we guide ourselves by. And I tell you, from a service side, daily I'm telling my team, what do you think the right thing to do is here? And there's some tough decisions that need to be made. The answer may not be yes, but this is what we can do for you. In closing here, just take a little look back here. What are you guys most proud of since we've started Alliance?
Well, I would say the team. I go back to the team. I think we opened up and we talked about the team, and I think I'll close by saying I'm most proud of this team, this culture that we've created, this environment to do the right thing, to build exceptional quality, and to exceed expectations. I'm super proud, the 875 team members that we have, the culture, the connectivity that we have to our team. I'm really proud of that. I would echo those comments. I think the culture that we've established, being an employer of choice here in Elkhart County, I think I take pride in the fact that our folks, if you work in an Alliance RV, you're not just a number. You're part of, a cause, really. You're part of a company that cares, and we care about our folks. And, you think about coming to work, 5 days a week, 40, potentially 40 plus hours a week, and you spend a lot of time in your workplace. And we want our folks to feel, empowered and fulfilled. And I think we've created an environment that's done just that. And so I think, that's really what I'm most proud of. Is the team that we built and the fact that our folks have pride in working at Alliance RV.
So what's the future of Alliance RV, and how are the core values going to help shape what that is?
Well, I would say, the first 5.5, 6 years, 20,000 plus RVs have really given us a great foundation to build this team. And I think about our longevity, our team, we have room to run for another 5.5 to 10 to 15 years. And I think it's a little bit more of the same. How do we continue to strive to exceed customer expectations, to do the right thing along the way? And that's our goal as we go forward and into the future.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're young guys, we're having fun. And, this is a competitive environment that we operate in. And I think, speaking for Coley and I and the rest of the team, we enjoy winning. And we feel as an organization, we're winning out there, and we want to continue to execute at a high level to keep it up.
Well, guys, thank you so much for the great conversation. It was fun taking a little trip down memory lane and also discussing where we go in the future. But thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. Appreciate it.
Always fun to rehash well.
Yeah, thank you.